Hey everybody, it's commentary time. So, this is probably long awaited. I don't know of very many people who don't find Nazeem and Heimskr super annoying, so I thought I would take care of them both in the same episode. The reason I'm doing this is that because they're fairly short kills, they're close together, and I thought it might be fun to try and combine them in some way, so I did some experimentation with this to make it a bit more interesting. So I would like to thank Gail and Katie for sending in these. You are everybody's hero for recommending these contracts. So to start off with, I'm just trying to get up into the next district. So I'm doing that by shadow bonding with a Greymane. And as soon as he gets to his door, I'm going to switch places with him. So I'm just kind of counting off in my head the seconds I think I need for him to get where he's going. And then I will activate the Shadow Bond now. Okay? And I hit him just as he was getting to the door. So that worked out pretty good. Now from here, I have to quickly get out of this area because there's a lot of traffic here. So I went to Blink. And fortunately, by looking right around the corner, Blink is able to get me right onto the roof. There's a bit of that roof sticking out, just enough for me to get into there, and then find a little hiding place. So SHADEling entered the city under cover of darkness, but he's going to perform the operation during the day because that's when our victims are out and about. We don't have to do any infiltration, and we have certain rules that we have to meet in order to fulfill these contracts. So I sped up time here. The SHADEling waited overnight in his little hiding spot, and the first one I decided to go after was Heimskr. Heimskr is he's out in that area where he's doing his preaching almost all day, but I decided to advance time a little bit so that I could kind of time his demise with Nazeem's, and I wanted to try and find a time when Nazeem was also wandering around. So here we've gone to Ghost Walk, and I just need to get close enough so that I can use mind control. And at this point I was thinking, okay, I'm going to mind control Heimskr. I'm going to send him out of this area long enough for me to plant some kind of a trap for him. Then I thought better of it, and I decided to take the victim, not the victim, but the bystander, because I didn't want her to get caught up in this, right? And I'm going to have her move instead. So if I move Heimskr, what he'll do as soon as the spell is broken is he'll run right back to his spot. It seemed more efficient to have the bystander move along, and then I could deal with Heimskr while she was kind of out of the way, and there was less chance that she might get caught up in the kill. So at this point, with her safely away, I've got a little bit of time. She's on her way back now. So we go back into Ghost Walk. And now I'm going to use a Poison Rune. He's just kind of a regular guy. He's not a fighter or anything like that. So I'm going to use just one. I'm not going to dual cast it. And then we go back to Ghost Walk so we can confirm the kill. And you can see his health draining down pretty quickly. He's getting weaker. And the bystander, she actually returns just as he drops over. Look at that. The timing was perfect. So she goes away, she comes back, and he's down. Now she's checking out the body. Now immediately I go back into invisibility, and we're going to go and try and snare Nazeem. Nazeem's a bit more complicated because with Heimskr, we needed to make it look as though he died of heat stroke or something like that from doing all of his preaching. But Nazeem, he's got to look like he drowns, and we just caught him in time. Okay, now what I'm going to do with mind control, I'm going to send Nazeem up into the garden that surrounds Dragon's Reach. Now you see me looking behind. That's because there's a guard coming. See that guard? He is going to go all the way up to the door of Dragon's Reach, and he's going to come back down. What I need to do is stall with Nazeem long enough so that guard has an opportunity to come up and do his rounds and be well away before we deal with Nazeem. I don't want to come into a situation where I'm having, conflicts between the two. They're too close together, so close together that I can't possibly isolate Nazeem. So right now, the SHADEling is in Nazeem's mind. He's just acting natural, looking at the sights, observing the sculpture, but keeping one eye on that guard. As soon as the guard hits the top of his pattern and he turns around, then we're going to send Nazeem into the furthest back corner of this garden up here. And what that's going to do is, once we deactivate the spell, that's going to give us plenty of time to prep the area in order to make this look like a drowning. Now, I am going to use a poison rune again. This time I'm going to use it on Nazeem, obviously, but the trick is getting him in the water and making it appear as though this is a drowning. I've got a very small window of opportunity here. So with that guard safely out of the way, there's no chance that we're going to have a guard come down over our trap. I put down the rune and go to mind control. And now my objective here is I need to get Nazeem caught up in a mind control, but I cannot do the mind control until after he's already been poisoned. So I need him to be poisoned first, then I'm going to take control of his mind so that rather than going into a panic and running off somewhere, I need to deposit him into the moat so that when he does expire, it looks like he drowned. Okay, so here he comes. So I'm going to wait for him to hit that poison rune. There he goes. Now I got to hit him. Bam. Okay. Now we got the mind control, and I'm going to put him right in here, and we're going to hold him underwater. Eventually the poison is going to get him, but it's going to look like he drowned. There he goes. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I want to thank you for watching this. It's another contract killing by the SHADEling. Thank you all for your support on this and your enthusiasm. I really do appreciate it. I got 4 or 5 new contracts over the last day or two, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on here as we make more. If you're interested in submitting your own contract, all you got to do is support CouchWarriorTV on Patreon in $1 or more, and then you can submit your contract on our Discord server. To find out more information, you can go to patreon.charactercrusade.com. Thank you all very much, and I will see you next time.